We hadn't been out for breakfast in months. Between my long shifts at the hospital and Emma's late nights at her marketing job, our marriage had turned into a roommate agreement. Polite, functional, and painfully quiet. So when she agreed to join me at Maple Leaf Diner on a Saturday morning, I thought maybe, just maybe, this could be the reset we needed. The diner smelled like syrup and burnt coffee, the kind of nostalgic scent that usually settles me. But today my stomach felt tight, like it already knew something I didn't. We slid into a booth by the window. Oh, Emma looked pretty but tired. Hair loosely tied, her eyes distant. I wanted to reach for her hand but didn't. Pride can be a stupid thing. Then the waiter walked up, and everything shifted. He couldn't have been more than 30, tall, fit, a little too confident. His name tag said Jason, but it wasn't his name I noticed. It was the smile he gave my wife. That slow, knowing smile people give someone they've shared a secret with. Emma froze for half a heartbeat, just long enough for me to catch it, then plastered on a polite smile. "Good morning," Jason said, eyes lingering on her. I felt my chest tighten. Why was he looking at her like that? Why was she looking away? He took our drink order. As he walked off, Emma took a sudden, deep breath. "You okay?" I asked. She forced a laugh. "Yeah, just tired." But she wasn't tired. She was nervous, and I knew it. Breakfast arrived. We ate in awkward silence. Emma kept glancing toward the kitchen, pretending she wasn't. I hated how familiar she seemed with the waitstaff around here. When did she start coming to this diner without me? Then Jason returned with the check. But before he could set it down, Emma looked up at him and said, clearly, intentionally, "Is your offer still open?" Not flirtatious, not joking, real, deliberate, heavy. Jason's lips curved into that same slow, private smile. "Always," he said. My whole body went cold. The air between them was electric, familiar, wrong. I felt like I wasn't sitting at a diner anymore. I was standing outside a locked bedroom door, hearing voices I couldn't unhear. Jason walked away like nothing happened. Emma just stared at the table. I couldn't breathe. I waited until the door chimed behind Jason. Then I asked, quietly, because anger wasn't strong enough to cover the ache beneath it. "What offer?" Emma swallowed hard. "It's not what you think." "Okay, then what is it?" I pushed. She ran her hands through her hair, her voice cracking. "I didn't want you to find out like this." That sentence shakes the soul out of a man. "Find out what, Emma?" She hesitated, and in that hesitation I heard every truth she was scared to say. Finally she spoke. "When we were struggling earlier this year, I came here a lot. I couldn't talk to you. I felt like a burden. Jason was just someone who listened. He offered to help me find freelance marketing work. He said if I ever needed a way out of my job—" "A way out," I cut in. "Or a way out of our marriage?" She didn't answer, and in silence, answers screamed the loudest. Her shoulders trembled. "I wasn't cheating," she whispered. But I was close, too close, and I didn't stop it because I felt seen for the first time in months. That hurt more than cheating ever could, because it meant I'd neglected her so badly, she went searching for emotional oxygen elsewhere. Jason came back to the table with the receipt. He could feel the tension. Anyone could. He looked at Emma, then at me. "Is everything okay here?" Something inside me snapped. "You know damn well it's not." Emma reached for my hand under the table, maybe to stop me, maybe because she still needed me. I'll never know. I pulled my hand away. Jason stepped back, hands up, but his eyes still stayed on her, not me. And that told me everything about what he thought his chances were. I didn't make a scene. I didn't flip a table. I simply stood up, put $40 on the check, and walked out of the diner without looking back. Emma followed me to the parking lot, breath quick and shaky. "Please don't walk away," she begged. I turned to her. "Emma, I'm not walking away. I'm trying not to break down in the middle of a damn diner parking lot." She wiped at her eyes. "I didn't sleep with him." "But you wanted something from him you didn't want from me." Her silence hit harder than screams. We sat in the car for almost an hour without speaking, just breathing, hurting, thinking. Finally, she whispered, "Do you want to work on this?" I stared at the steering wheel. I wanted to say yes. I also wanted to drive away forever. But marriage is never as simple as a yes or no. It's years of memories, promises, disappointments, hopes, all stacked in your chest like fragile glass. I want honesty, I said, and I want to know if you still choose us. Emma reached for my hand again. This time I didn't pull away. I do, she whispered. But I know I have to earn back your trust. We started marriage counseling. She cut all contact with Jason. She avoids that diner like it's radioactive. But some nights I still wake up and replay that moment. The smile they shared, the question she asked, the history I never knew existed. Healing isn't a straight line. Some days we feel like we're rebuilding something stronger. Some days I wonder if I should have just kept driving that morning. But I'm trying. She's trying. And maybe that's what marriage really is. Not perfection, not certainty, but two flawed people choosing every day not to give up, even when the waiter smiles like he knows something you don't.